Ninth class student, I am Mr. Dhananjay Kumar, Woodbine Modern School, Darbhanga, and today I will deal the term distance time graph. Actually, by the help of distance time graph, we get the speed of the body, and the displacement time graph and gives the velocity of the body. And in previous class, just we already discussed about distance and displacement, and how can you get the value of distance and displacement in various. Uh, then we will get the here distance time graph. Whenever the distance is plotted along x-axis and time is plotted along y-axis, then a graph is obtained during this condition, which is called distance time graph. And here, in this position, it is the origin, and x and y with the two coordinates here, and O its origin. And here time is plotted. Time is plotted along x-axis, and here displacement. Here displacement is plotted along y-axis. Actually, distance has no certain direction, but displacement has certain direction. And you know about it, speed, because speed is defined as the length traveled by the body in unit time, but the displacement is traveled by the body in unit time, that is called velocity. And in fact, as according to concept of velocity, the magnitude of velocity of any body will be called always speed of the body. And you know that here displacement is plotted along y-axis and time is plotted along x-axis, and so the graph is obtained here, which is called the displacement time graph. And by the help of this graph, we will get the velocity of a body, and the magnitude of velocity will be called speed of the body. And here we take a graph. Here, this is the graph, and just let us suppose that it is the graph in displacement time graph, and we take the 2 point here, P and Q will be the 2 point, and now we draw the two perpendicular line from point P on time axis and displacement axis respectively. Let us suppose that it will meet at point A and it will meet point at B. And so here the length of OA will represent the time T1. Here the time T1. And similarly, we draw the two perpendicular line from point Q. Let us suppose that it will meet at point C and it will meet at point D. And so the length of OD will represent the next time, that will be T2, and T1 the length of OA. You remember in graph the time here T1 is accounted the length of OA, and T2 is accounted the length of OD. But here just we see here the OB will represent the displacement here y1, and similarly the length of OC will represent y2. And so, my dear student, in a graph generally commonly two perpendicular lines will be drawn from point P and Q on time and displacement axis respectively. Then we draw the shortest line between point P and Q, and again a line is drawn which is the perpendicular to the line QD. Let us suppose that it will meet at point K, But in this triangle PQK, and very important, just you carry it. Let us suppose that the angle is theta here, and what would be the length of QK? We have QD, that will be y2, and KD, the length y1, and so y2 minus y1, it will represent the length of QK, and so it will be y2 minus y1, and it will represent delta y, and that will change in position. And whenever body starts moving from point P and it reaches at point Q, then the change in position will represent the length y2 minus y1. And similarly, it will time, because time is plotted along x-axis, and so t2 minus t1, t2 minus t1, it will the change in time. So here in this triangle PQK, and by the help of trigonometrical identities in triangle PQK, tan theta will be equal to QK upon PK, because tan theta which is equal to P upon B, perpendicular by base, and so tan theta QK, it is a perpendicular line with respect to this angle, and PK, that is the base, and so tan theta will be equal to QK upon PK, and here QK, that will be delta y, and PK, that will be delta t, and so tan theta here, tan theta delta y upon delta t. But we know that, as according to the definition of velocity, it is defined as the rate of change of displacement. And here, change in position by change in time. And so it can be written here y2 minus y1 divided by t2 minus t1. And it is the rate of change of displacement, and as according to the definition of velocity, it will be equal to velocity. And so you remember, and very important, in position time graph, in displacement time graph, the tan theta will represent the velocity of the body. And here, just later on, and we proceed here, the various competitive stake, and how can you get the procedure to solve the numerical, and which is related to position time graph. It is the important, and here just you carry on tan theta y2 minus y1 upon t2 minus t1, and because here the rate of change of displacement will be called velocity, and so in displacement time graph, always tan theta will represent the term velocity. And so here tan theta y2 minus y1 and t2 minus t1. Hence here velocity is equal to tan theta, and which is equal to delta y upon delta t. Velocity बराबर tan theta, and it is equal to delta y upon delta t. Tan theta delta y. It can be written as here y2 minus y1 divided by t2 minus t1. In position time graph, the velocity will be always equal to tan theta, and this is due to the main reason and why we draw the tangent at any point on its curve which represents the vectorial direction of velocity. In other words, you can say, to get the vectorial direction of velocity on position time graph, we draw the tangent at that point. Let us suppose that a body starts moving on a circular path and we want to get the direction of velocity. At first, as according to this concept, we draw the tangent Okay, my name is Mr. Dhananjay Kumar. Thank you very much.